Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning into Yacht's Fall 2021 final presentation. I'm Hunter Bergman, and I've had the pleasure of being part of this program since the spring 2021. Yacht's mission is to take people and brands to new places through our services and the experiences we offer our students. In our presentation, we are going to show you exactly how we fulfilled this mission by giving you an inside look into Yacht's culture, client work completed, and then showcase what's in store for the future. Let's set sail.
This semester, Jacht Agency moved to a new space to join the Co-JMC Experience Lab at the agency, located on the 3rd floor of the Lincoln Children's Museum. This new space gives us the room to keep growing the agency and our capabilities. We worked with 17 clients to develop strategies, design websites, create logos and brand guides, and film a variety of videos and more. We generated research, collaborated with our peers, made industry connections, and had fun. We were able to gain hands-on experience through client work and design our future careers. With these new spaces filled with new faces, we made a lot of new creations. As this semester comes to an end, we are thankful for our time in this space and look forward to the experiences the future will bring.
For me, Yacht has been an opportunity to stretch the boundaries of a classroom through hands-on education and grow alongside my peers as we navigate a world outside of our comfort zones. Culture is a reflection of community, and Yachts can be described as collaborative, motivating, inclusive, and challenging. Next, I want to introduce you to the leaders who have worked diligently to ensure our client accounts and projects were managed successfully. First, I'm Hunter Bergman, the Director of Business Development. Then we have Jackie Castilla, the Director of Multimedia, Brenda Lee as the Director of Communications. Then we have Ilana Lewis as the Director of Public Relations, and Cameron Odell as the Director of Account Strategy. I've personally watched each of these individuals grow into well-rounded leaders who will accomplish great things in their future. Working in collaboration with the leadership team, department leads are the head of their departments and serve as mentors to the other Yachters. Our department leads this semester were Erica Courtney, Lauren Dietrich, Tate Jussel, Anjali Nuka, Abigail Ostick, Megan Schulte-Covert, and Megan Shipman. Overseeing our student leadership and higher level operations of Yacht are our faculty advisors. Our faculty advisors are Jimlyn Griffin as Executive Director, Katie Kirschmarek as Creative Director, and Alan Eno as the Multimedia Director. We are so grateful to all of the leadership and faculty for rising to the task and producing quality client work this semester. Now, I'd like to introduce Michael Potestis, this year's business analyst.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Potestis, and this year it was my job as the business analyst to track the amount of time spent on client accounts in order to update leadership on account progress. This semester, we carried out Yacht's mission by spending 4,103 hours student and agency development and 3,136 hours on real client work. We even increased our time spent with clients by 20% compared to last semester. Overall, the students of this agency have put in 7,239 hours in total. More than half of these hours were spent in leadership meetings, speaker opportunities, and career-building events. Students spent the rest of the time refining skills as professionals in an agency setting. Next, I'd like to introduce Cameron Odell, this year's Director of Account Strategy at Yacht.
Hello, I'm Cameron Odell, and I served as the Director of Account Strategy at Yacht this past semester. I oversaw a team of 8 account executives along with 6 brand strategists. This past fall, we had the privilege of working with 17 diverse clients ranging from college partners to clients involved in health, community, and environmental science. Each client team was equipped with an account executive, brand strategist, multimedia strategist, copywriter, videographer, web designer, photographer, and social media strategist if needed by the scope of work. The client work we will be showing you tonight followed the RPI process, which stands for Research, Planning, Implementation, and Evaluation. This is a strategic, research-based, and results-driven approach to producing work that matches the needs of our clients. Due to the unique nature of each client, not all work goes through each step of the RPI process. However, we keep this framework as a guide. Now that you know more about the internal structure of our agency, let's hear from Jonathan with our first client team, A+ Berry.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Zettler, and this semester I served as a client specialist. My job was to schedule and communicate between our future and current clients regarding anything related to further developing their scope of work. This is where I had the opportunity to work with A+ Berry alongside designers Libby Allen and Serena Hackett. A+ Berry is a company that is committed to developing a sustainable Arona berry industry in the United States. Yacht's goal with A+ Berry is to create an overall brand to launch and to market test their new product. Yacht is crafting a creative brief to ensure designers follow the brand direction. The creative brief will include audience information, a brand voice, creative direction, and an overview of design deliverables. Yacht has begun the creative implementation phase for A+ Berry by starting to design the company logo. Utilizing the company's already developed website template, the design team will create one image to serve as a placeholder on their website. A product label for their new drink product will be designed to meet the client's market testing needs. A trifold brochure will also be created by our design team for A+ Berry. Our next client team I would like to introduce is the AVR Wealth Management team, led by Mariah.
Hello, my name is Mariah, and I am the account executive for Avier Wealth Management. Presenting with me today is the team's designer, Hallie Hafner. Here are the talented members that I had the pleasure of working with this semester. Over the summer, our client undertook a complete rebrand, shifting their company from NVC Wealth to Avier Wealth Management. Our main research consisted of meeting with the client to determine what creative aspects would be the most effective and learning about their new brand personality. We decided our main goal would be to give this client basic tools to help them attract clients with their rebrand. To accomplish our goals, we decided on two main deliverables. The first was a PowerPoint template, and the second was a series of Facebook posts.
Here are a few slides from the PowerPoint template we designed. Avier Wealth Management requested this template so they could have a cohesive look when giving presentations and pitches to clients. The design of the template followed very closely with the brand guide and brand personality of the client. Next, we created a series of Facebook posts to direct people back to the client's website. These posts followed three main points which were pulled from the website. This 3-point outline will be able to be used by the client for future posts. To evaluate the social media work we did for Avier Wealth Management, the client will be able to monitor the interactions with the Facebook posts we created and compare them to interactions of previous posts. These insights will give them strategic direction for future social media posts. Up next is the client team for pediatric dentistry, led by Michaela.
Hello, my name is Michaela Edstrand. I am the account executive for Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry. Presenting with me today are multimedia strategist Bailey Gunnarsson and Tate Jessel, our social media strategists. Here are the talented members behind this campaign that I had the honor to work with. The goal was to develop a content strategy to be used for social media and the web that better communicates to older millennials and future Gen Z markets. We found the client needed more online presence through social media and their website for the upcoming tech-savvy generation of parents. We used the research done from this previous summer to craft our creative briefs. We primarily wanted to focus on developing a content strategy to be used for social media and the web that better communicates to current and new patients. This will provide a longer-term strategy to ensure longevity for the brand's presence for years to come. Using our research and creative briefs, we developed a social media calendar, a new website, and 2 one-minute videos to help Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry create a better relationship with its current and new patients.
This semester, the multimedia deliverables include 2 videos, an interview with the main dentist, and another showcase our staff, as well as updated headshots of the team. We sat down with Dr. Tucker multiple times to discuss the tone and goals of each of the deliverables. We came to the conclusion that her interview was geared towards parents, so it had more informative tone, while the other video was more lighthearted, portraying the work her staff does and our patients, children, feel more comfortable. This came in the form of a child's visit from their point of view and how the environment at Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry calmed their nerves. Here's that video now.
When my mom told me I had to go to the dentist, I was kind of scared, but the people at Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry made it easy. As soon as we walked in, I knew I was going to be safe there. There was a fish tank, movies, books, and toys to keep me busy until I had to get in the big, scary chair. When I got in the chair, everyone was very nice and explained everything to me. The only surprise during my visit was that I actually had fun. Next time I have to go to the dentist, I won't be scared because I know I have nothing to worry about.
For Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry's website, we redesigned 5 of their pages: the home page, about page, a page called Kids Corner, an FAQ page, and a page dedicated to COVID-19 updates and information. We narrowed down the target audience to patients, aka the kids, and their parents, specifically younger parents. The main goal was to modernize the site's aesthetic while keeping it playful. The website will be continuing work into next semester.
The deliverable for BPD was to create social content that reached your target audience more effectively. To do this, we created a Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry Instagram account to spread brand awareness and speak to their target audience directly. Furthermore, we executed this by implementing a strategic content calendar that curates women ages 25 and up. The content itself is highly organic by highlighting the life of a mother and helps show that Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry is a safe environment for their children. Lastly, we created geolocation for Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry to help increase search optimization via social media.
To evaluate the work we did for Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry, they will be able to record new patient increases in the semester following the implementation of the deliverables and compare them to previous years. Bellevue Pediatric Dentistry will also be able to see their analytics on Instagram and Facebook. Next up is the client team for the bike union.
Hi, I'm Haley Breezak, and I was the account executive and PR specialist for the Bike Union. The Bike Union is a social enterprise bike shop and coffee house in Omaha that's dedicated to providing workforce and personal development to youth aging out of foster care and to strengthening the community as a whole. In partnership with PRSA Nebraska, graphic designer Anna and myself worked to create an integrated PR communications plan to help direct the organization's efforts in a more strategic way. I started by doing primary research through an online survey to gauge interest and attitudes of the target audience surrounding coffee shops and consumer habits. Then I used secondary research to support my findings. In the planning phase, I used the survey insights and secondary research to develop key messages that will help raise awareness about the Bike Union and its mission in the Omaha community. These 3 key messages guided the creative direction in the PR strategies and tactics that were selected. In the implementation phase, I developed a PR communications plan, which included the survey insights, a creative brief, PR strategies and tactics, and a media relations strategy with channel communication methods. A large focus was placed on developing the 2 PR strategies, first to improve public perception, and second to emphasize the Bike Union's why. We then selected tactics which included barista testimonials, weekly recommendations, bringing in community partners, and hosting in-shop events. All of these tactics can be implemented through a variety of channels. With the media relations strategy, we decided to frame the Bike Union as a hub for learning and creating. The main tactic to accomplish this is by developing a partnership program where the Bike Union invites their community partners and other local creators into the shop and allows them to host a session that's open to the public related to their field of expertise. To be the most effective when using social media as a communication method, Anna developed a blank template, Meet Our Barista, Favorite Drink Order, and This or That graphic for social media. These templates allow the bike union to continue to use the graphic multiple times by placing any image over the empty space and inserting the text of their choice. To evaluate the success of these efforts, we selected 3 key metrics that can be tracked. This includes monitoring social media reach and the increase in number of followers, comments, likes, shares, and website clicks, tracking the increase in coffee shop sales before, during, and after these tactics have been implemented, and lastly, utilizing perception surveys to see if the target audience has become more aware of the bike union and its mission. Thank you. Up next is Kimball with Bowie.
Hi, my name is Kimball Bray, and I served as the account executive and PR specialist for Bowie. Bowie is a student agency focused on creating advertising and public relations materials for mission and purpose-driven clients. Bowie is one of the programs in the Experience Lab practicum at UNL's College of Journalism and Mass Communications. On the screen are all of the individuals who contributed to this client. Our objective this semester was to solidify Bowie within the Experience Lab, create awareness of what Bowie is and how it can be beneficial to students. To do this, we launched Bowie's social media channels, created a brand guide, and promotional graphics. We also completed outreach to student organizations to encourage Experience Lab applications for the spring 2022 semester. To build out Bowie's brand, we first needed to differentiate it from Yacht. To do this, we created a differentiation strategy that included in-depth descriptions of both programs and identified the areas where they are similar and different. This helped us know what information needed to be communicated to the target audience to best explain Bowie. One of the recruitment materials included an email with an attached informational PowerPoint slide to easily share details to classes and registered student organizations, RSOs. Another outreach strategy was drafting a message to send in RSO group chats. Some of the organizations we reached out to include UPC Nebraska and Dance Marathon. Finally, we promoted applications by doing a day-in-the-life takeover on the CoJMC Instagram. This allowed us to gain exposure for Bowie and answer questions people may have.
Hi, I'm Kirsten, and I'm the social media strategist for Bowie. Much of our focus this semester was on helping Bowie grow into an established brand with a strong digital presence. We defined Bowie's vision and persona by creating internal social strategy documents and constructing the framework of our digital engagement plan. Recruitment strategy was initially the most essential topic for our digital presence, so our first post focused on Experience Lab applications and what students can gain from Bowie. We then moved into truly defining Bowie's brand and what we stand for while showcasing Bowie's culture with a fun-loving, youthful tone. We used expressive photos, bright colors, and exciting copy to communicate this image. We did this all while working alongside our differentiation strategy to ensure that Bowie stands out from the crowd.
Hey everyone, my name is Anna Fiala, and I was the graphic designer for Bowie this semester. For the design aspect, I had the challenge and opportunity to make a new brand. Since Bowie's a sister brand of Yacht, the challenge through this process was creating a brand similar, but also its own thing. Like Kimball mentioned, the differentiation between each brand was crucial in Bowie's development. I first started by making illustrations to use in patterns. This way, I could build off of the core guidelines and create something unique. With Bowie's brand having a youthful tone, I made these illustrations more playful, but still clean. I wanted Bowie to be fun and purposeful. These youthful illustrations set the tone for the rest of the brand and is how I executed the rest of the design aspects.
So far, we have reached 683 different accounts since Bowie's social media launch date, and we average about 300 accounts reached per post.
From our outreach strategies, the whole Experience Lab program received over 100 applications for next semester. Bowie received 49 applications. Up next, the client team with citizen science led by Grace.
Hello, everyone. My name is Grace Stoll, and I was the account executive working on the Citizen Science account. I am joined today by Mallory Crank, one of our brand strategists, and Peyton Fansteel, our copywriter. And here is the talented team behind the Citizen Science Project.
The goal of our partnership is to create a perception campaign that connects citizen science with their audience in order to increase educational exposure as well as get more citizens to test their water. Through our in-depth interviews and our target audience analysis, we found that our target audience is primarily but not limited to Nebraskans who live in rural areas. After further research, we identified that the program is perceived by customers as highly trusted and has the opportunity to grow by creating a cohesive brand that people can identify. Additionally, we identified potential partners in the community that could further citizen science's outreach and impact.
In order to create more brand touchpoints for citizen science, we developed a social media content strategy that led to the creation of a 30-day social media content calendar. The goal in developing this content is to boost engagement and connect with the target audience. Our creative team created a media kit that can be used for news stories and partnership outreach strategies. The media kit contains contact information, a one-page summary of citizen science's background, leadership bios and headshots, as well as photos, logos, and a video. The photos and video include a testimonial as well as a water testing tutorial. Here's a clip of the testimonial video.
I will certainly continue to test my water through citizen science as long as they have it available. It's a great way for me to track the nitrates that are in my water and see if they're holding steady. They're generous in providing me 2 test strips so I can test my filtered water and my unfiltered water to compare them. I would certainly continue to participate and encourage my neighbors that are also on wells to join and participate as well.
Yacht looks forward to continuing this partnership with Citizen Science next semester. Next semester's team will tackle 2 informational graphics, a complete brand guide, a 1-minute how-to video, and a landing page design. To evaluate the work completed this semester, Citizen Science will be able to see results through an increase in testing kits distributed. Additionally, Citizen Science will also be able to monitor engagement across social media. Next, you will hear from Co-JMC's NPA versus Stewart, led by Erica.
Hi, my name is Erica Courtney, and I served as the account executive for the College of Journalism and Mass Communications. This semester, the Co-JMC account was divided into 3 separate sections: NPA v. Stewart, the Experience Lab, and the ribbon cutting. On the screen are all the wonderful individuals who helped contribute to the NPA v. Stewart project this semester. The Nebraska Press Association case was a significant milestone for the freedom of the press, but is not widely known. The Supreme Court unanimously ruled that a trial court judge did not have the authority to place gag orders and found in violation of the First Amendment. For NPA v. Stewart, our objective was to revise a video created in the spring 2021 semester to spread awareness within the college of the court case and its landmark ruling. To do this, we researched the original case, analyzed the original video and webpage, and we consulted with faculty about the case and its impact. After meeting with the client and analyzing the existing video, we decided to make minor changes to the script and re-record the voiceover.
Hello, my name is Kayla E. Swetland. I was the videographer for the Co-JMC NPA v. Stewart project. With the updated script and voiceover, I was able to tweak the original video to accommodate the new pacing and new content. The main additions were the section identifying the Kelly family and the end credits with the QR code linking to the rest of the court case project this video was meant to accompany. After some back and forth with the edits, the video got run through the Media Hub captioning service and has been public-facing since early October.
To gauge the increase of awareness of the case within the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, we can track how many viewers scan the QR code at the end of the video, and we can track the overall increase in traffic to the project webpage. I will now speak about the Co-JMC Experience Lab. Hi, I'm Erica, and I served as the account executive for the College of Journalism and Mass Communications Experience Lab project. On the screen are all the wonderful individuals who helped contribute to the Co-JMC Experience Lab account this semester. The College of Journalism and Mass Communications Experience Lab allows students to explore their industry of interest by communicating and working with real clients, sources, stories, and content within the community. The Experience Lab is made up of 7 practicum areas: Yacht, Buoy, Nebraska Nightly, Nebraska News Service, Unlimited Sports, Heartland Webzine, and 90.3 KRNU. Our goal this semester was to spread and increase awareness of the Experience Lab mission in all of the practicum areas individually. To do this, my team consulted with the co-GMC Dean, Sherry Vale, and other co-GMC administrators. We also worked with the faculty liaisons and student leads of each practicum area.
Hi, my name is Megan Schulte-Covert, and I was the graphic designer for the Experience Lab. Over this past summer and fall semester, we worked with the College of Journalism and Mass Communications on a few different projects, all involving the new Experience Lab. Over the summer, I designed a logo for each of the new practicums. My goal was to create logos that felt new and fresh, but that were still classic and fit into the college's current branding. Each logo is unique to its respective practicum, but they still fit together as a whole unit. Over the past few months, most of our work with the college has been in preparation for the ribbon-cutting ceremony. I designed 2 wall wraps, one that was installed in the Anderson Hall lobby and one that was installed in the new agency space. The wall wrap in the lobby was designed around the college's mission statement and brings visual excitement to the space while also drawing attention to the college's mission without being too overpowering. The second wall wrap for the Experience Lab space was created with the purpose of grabbing attention as you enter the space and directing that attention to the sponsors of the Experience Lab. The sponsors are featured on the wall to the right of the main design in acrylic frames so that sponsor logos can be changed and moved around as needed. The final project we did in preparation for the ribbon-cutting ceremony was a set of signs that highlight the Experience Lab practicum logos. We decided on a combination of stainless steel, wood, and Husker red acrylic for the signs, which we cut and put together ourselves. The final result was a set of signs that look professional yet modern and highlight the purpose of the new space. These signs were installed in the new agency space and will also be installed on the 2nd floor of Anderson Hall.
Hi, I'm Reagan Smith, and I'm a videographer on the co-JMC team. This semester, my team was in charge of creating a 2-minute video to showcase the Experience Lab. This video was played at our ribbon-cutting event and has been shared on multiple platforms since to spread the exciting news. And here's a short clip from that video now.
We're also creating new spaces for these incredible learning opportunities. The 3rd floor of the Lincoln Children's Museum, right across from Anderson Hall, now houses the Agency Experience Lab. With over 13,000 square feet of space, the agency provides an opportunity for students to explore their creative passions in a real-world setting. Here in Anderson Hall, we are adding new space for the Unlimited Sports Hub and building a brand new integrated studio and newsroom to clearly bridge print to digital to broadcast and back.
To evaluate the impact of our work this semester, we will measure the overall increase in awareness of the Experience Lab. We will do this by looking at the number of students applying for the Experience Lab practicums for the next year, and we will look at the increase in visitors to the Experience Lab website. Next, Mariah will talk about the ribbon-cutting event. Hello, my name is Mariah Elsar, and I served as an account executive for the Experience Lab ribbon-cutting event. Presenting with me today is Public Relations Director Alana Lewis. Here are the talented team members who worked on this event. Our objective was to plan and execute a ribbon cutting to unveil the College of Journalism and Mass Communications Experience Lab agency space to co-JMC, faculty, staff, students, industry partners, and generous donors. As part of the event, we were asked to provide our guests with the opportunity to learn about the Experience Lab and the programs in it through a ceremony, tours of the space, and an opportunity to hear directly from program student leads. The research process for this event consisted primarily of finding out the key components of a well-executed ribbon-cutting event. We wanted to ensure that we were familiar with the event that we would be planning. During this process, we sought out examples of similar events hosted for similar purposes within education. We also took time to explore more about the different practicums to ensure we represented all voices of the program during the event.
Hello, my name is Alana Lewis, and I served as the Director of Public Relations. Our planning process included several key facets: client meetings, internal team meetings, and outreach to guests. We began with a discovery meeting with our client to learn about their vision for the event. This was a very important step in our planning process where we were able to establish key event details. From there, our team got to work. The majority of our implementation occurred on the day of the event, with the exception of key public relations materials. We began by arranging the agency space for guest seating, tours, refreshments, and the ceremony. After setup was complete, we did a final run-through of the program with yachters and greeted our guest of honor, Chancellor Ronnie Green. We then began the formal programming. We are incredibly happy with how the event turned out. To evaluate, we conducted a post-mortem with the entire planning team to discuss the outcome of the event. Everything from pre-event planning to the day of the event execution was evaluated by the team. Our post-mortem document will serve as a guide for future events. Up next is the client team for Doctor of Plant Health, led by Hunter.
Hello, my name is Hunter Reifert, and I was the account executive that worked on Doctor of Plant Health this semester. I am joined by one of the brand strategists, Dylan Hebier, and our social media strategist, Janae Osborne. These are the other people that helped with this client this semester.
We interviewed faculty members that are associated with the program and asked about their experience with the program and what it has to offer to students. This helped us gain insights into the program itself and what is needed to help it grow and attract more students. In our research, we were able to outline a key messaging plan that supports our goal of building a presence and foundation for the Doctor of Plant Health program. Within our key messaging plan, we were able to identify 4 key messages for the program, which are interdisciplinary education, the opportunity for Doctor of Plant Health students to make a difference, experimental learning, and career advancement opportunities that that the program has to offer.
Using takeaways from the key messaging plan, we were able to develop the digital content strategy. The digital content strategy outlines the content development and distribution, as well as metrics to determine campaign success. This strategy will be used to create the content calendar and act as a guideline for designers. The Doctor of Plant Health program will spotlight current students and alumni in social posts to attract our audience and promote recruitment while maintaining an informative, inspiring, professional, and relatable tone.
This is a client that Yacht will continue working with next semester. Using research we have gathered to this point, we will develop a research brief. We will also work to develop a content calendar and 4 sets of social media templates for them to use. We'll also be producing a 2-minute promotional video for Doctor of Plant Health to use on their website and social media platforms. Up next is Husker Dialogues with Anna.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna Fiala, and I had the honor of working with Husker Dialogues this summer and fall. As the graphic designer, I completed many promotional and step-by-step graphics for their yearly diversity and inclusion event for incoming first-year students. This included Instagram story and feed graphics, website graphics, digital signs, and a logistics video. The goal of having these graphics was to promote and inform first-year students on what to expect and how to attend this event. As you can see, for most of these graphics, I stuck with a very close theme, so it would be easily picked up on Instagram and other social media feeds. Here is the logistics video that highlights a lot of the subject matter of this project.
Hey Husker, and welcome to campus and this year's Husker Dialogues. What's Husker Dialogues, you may ask? It's an event centered around diversity and inclusion. The program connects first-year students to conversation tools that spark meaningful conversation and invoke change. This year's program is virtual. It will be held 9 nights from September 7th to September 23rd at 7 p.m. Inclusive student excellence starts with you. This video will help you learn how to join the conversation.
Thank you for watching that video. Up next is IEC, led by Reagan.
Hello everyone, my name is Reagan Anguano and I am the account executive working with the Office of Institutional Equity and Compliance this semester. Two members of my creative team are here presenting with me today, our brand strategist Sophie Bulabosh and our graphic designer Libby Allen. The Office of Institutional Equity and Compliance serves as the civil rights office for the campus and handle all matters that involve any form of discrimination and/or harassment based upon a protected status and any form of sexual misconduct. Here are the wonderful members of our team that made this project possible. Initially, we needed to conduct research in order to better understand our key stakeholders and their perceptions of the office. This took place in focus groups, surveys, and other forms of secondary research.
During the research phase, we conducted a focus group that allowed us to gain insight on how the target demographic perceives the Office of Institutional Equity and Compliance. In order to reach our target audience, we met with a small group of UNL students, faculty, and staff. The results of the focus group indicated that the target audience wants to put a face to the Office of Institutional Equity and Compliance, which would ensure a more welcoming and inviting presence on campus. In addition to the focus group, we completed a target audience analysis that highlighted key messages. In the planning stage of our project, we collected all research and formulated a perception strategy in order to implement effective communications. Atop of our perception strategy, a full web audit was conducted to the landing page of our site. A creative brief was made to help guide our deliverables and ensure that brand is always top of mind.
Following our research and planning stages, we began to implement the strategy for our creative deliverables. Our first creatives were 2 infographics used to inform the stakeholders of the office about the process of reporting and resources available to those in crisis. Following the completion of the web audit, our web designer created a mock-up for the new landing page of the office's website. We had to keep numerous factors in mind when reforming the design, such as readability, accessibility, and aesthetics. Our videographers were tasked with creating a 1 to 2 minute video that would help increase awareness to the office's responsibilities on and off campus. We were able to shoot a personal interview style video with 2 staff members. Though we are still in the process of editing the video, we believe this will be a strong asset to the office.
After the completion of our deliverables, we will track our progress by following the play rate, view count of our video, tracking the website clicks on the landing page, and implementing the infographics around campus in both print and digital formats. Up next is the client team for Yacht Internal, led by Brenda.
Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Lee, and I'm the Director of Communications at Yacht this semester. I'm also the account executive for the Yacht internal team. Presenting with me are social media strategist Tate Jussel and graphic designer Megan Schulte-Covert. Here are all the amazing members of the Yacht internal team. The team focused on creating and executing our recruitment campaign for the spring 2022 crew. We wanted to promote the agency's inclusive culture, professionalism, and the opportunities to gain hands-on experiences. Our goal is to increase brand awareness of Yacht throughout the university and achieve recruitment outreach to potential candidates of various majors and backgrounds. After careful research and planning, we launched a recruitment campaign that focused on students building their future careers at Yacht, and there was an emphasis on the collaborative work culture as well as the diverse opportunity to grow as professionals. I will now pass it on to Megan to talk about our implementations.
Last semester, we designed a series of posters and other graphics for our fall 2021 recruitment campaign. Like Brenda mentioned, our goals with this campaign were to increase brand awareness of Yacht, expand our outreach to students outside of the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, and give a little insight into our experience and career opportunities. For the graphics themselves, we used images of students in action alongside a tagline related to each position at Yacht. We used this concept throughout our recruitment posters, other promotional materials, as well as recruitment posts on our social media. Consistency is key, so we also use the same design style in our other social graphics, such as these posts for Hispanic Heritage Month.
And finally, this is our t-shirt design for this semester, which was designed by Serena Hackett. The design stays true to our nautical theme with an anchor, waves, and a rope that spells out our name.
Through the implementation process, we have evaluated that this campaign was successful. As you can see on the screen, on Facebook, this campaign reached 3,817 accounts, when last semester was only 1,218. We also increased likes on our Facebook page by 12.3%. On Instagram, we had a 210% increase on accounts reached and gained 3.3% more followers. We are overall excited about the success of this campaign and already have created a strategy for next semester to increase our reach even more. Up next is our client from Carrie Mesoprov, led by Nora.
Hi, my name is Nora Green. I was the account executive working on the Carrie Mesoprov team this semester. Presenting with me today are brand strategist Abby Ostdyke and graphic designer Lauren Frankfurter. Our team for Carrie's Gen Z focused business is a little smaller this semester, but we had the privilege of working as an all-female team. The objective of our work this semester was to provide Carrie with the groundwork for her brand so that she could build on her vision. Through her company, Carrie aims to develop relationships with individuals in Gen Z and, in conjunction, build a bridge between Gen Z and older generations. This process will also build members of this generation's personal and professional skills and prepare them for young adulthood.
This semester, we continued audience research and began to analyze the competitive market for Carrie's business. For the competitive analysis, we identified key competitors targeting Generation Z in order to gain key insights into existing strategies that efficiently reach this demographic. Yacht also conducted 2 focus groups to better understand Gen Z's motivations, experiences, and educational and professional development. In the planning phase, we used our focus group insights and secondary research to begin to segment and identify our target audiences. We developed several audience personas for the various services that Carrie plans to offer her clients. These audience personas identified the target audience's motivations, challenges, information sources, brand preferences, attitudes, and more, in order to provide a better understanding of what key messages will be used in the planning and development of Carrie's creative direction and brand strategy.
This semester, we also did a lot of creative planning. We began by developing an understanding of who Carrie is and the tone she hoped to set in her future business endeavors. This led to the creation of a creative brief to guide brand direction and several mood boards to solidify how we envision the brand. By working collaboratively with our client, we settled on the name, Spring. After working on a creative direction for Spring, we created a brand guide to solidify the brand identity. The brand guide highlights research insights that have influenced our creative direction, as well as set guidelines for brand voice, tone, and design choices, such as typography, logo, and color guidelines. Up next is the client team for College of Engineering, led by Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline Heitz, and I'm the account executive working with the College of Engineering Masters of Engineering Management program this semester. Presenting with me today are videographer Kaya Swetland and copywriter Lauren Dietrich. Here are the talented members behind this campaign. The Master of Engineering Management program came to Yacht hoping to raise awareness about their program to potential students. Our objective was to drive enrollment numbers within the program and illustrate the positive impact it has had on career advancement for alumni. Throughout the process, we were sure to highlight unique aspects of the program as well. To go about accomplishing this, our team interviewed graduates, faculty, and staff to illustrate the impact through testimonials. Our talented copywriters also wrote advertorial and blog-style articles that highlighted other unique factors within the program.
The primary deliverables were an informational video about the program, both full-length and cut down for social media, and then a couple student alumni testimonials. The informational video would pull from existing interviews with program administrators and local students with supporting stock B-roll. For the testimonials, the program's online asynchronous nature with international enrollment got in the way of arranging a formal studio shoot. So we used VidGrid, Zoom, Zencastr with OBS on backup for the interviews. Overall, stock B-roll is used to provide a breadth of relevant visuals without skewing too much towards the university as a physical place. Among other reasons, here is a portion of the main informational video.
Say the biggest thing that the program's done for me is most principally is leadership. Just understanding why we lead the way that we do. I've always thought of myself as a good leader. I've been rated as a good leader against my peers, but I've never really understood why other leaders are the way that they are. And it's interesting to see kind of like the psychological aspect of that.
This semester, copywriter Haley Elder and I wrote 3 articles for the program, 2 advertorial-style articles and 1 blog post. The 2 advertorial-style articles detailed the importance of 2 of the program's classes, project management and legal considerations, while the blog post highlighted the value of the program. To complete these, we thoroughly researched the program's culture, classes, and foundation. We conducted interviews with various students, professors, and faculties involved with the school to help spread awareness of the program.
One big idea we kept in mind throughout the duration of the semester was search engine optimization. Our team utilized keywords relating to the program in all their work this semester so we could effectively reach our goal of raising awareness and enrollment. We can evaluate our work through analyzing click-through rate, looking at change in enrollment numbers, as well as organic searches that were supported by the search engine optimization strategy. Next up is Mobile Me and You, led by Hunter.
Hello, my name is Hunter, and I am the account executive that worked on Mobile Me and You this semester. I am joined today by our multimedia strategist, Madison Zump, and our social media strategist, Janae Osborne. Here are all the talented people that also worked hard on Mobile Me and You this semester. All research for the conference was done in previous semesters. With the cancellation of the conference in 2020 due to the pandemic, a lot of the research was able to be applied for the 2021 conference. There were multiple aspects of planning that went into preparing for the conference, especially since it was switched from a hybrid, in-person and virtual conference to entirely virtual over Zoom. A strategy had to be developed prior to the conference for capturing video recordings over Zoom in order to create video content after the conference. Guidelines were also created for the speakers that instructed them on what to do when setting up their Zoom feed to ensure a good video was captured. We also had to develop a social media content strategy for posting to social media the day of the conference.
Leading up to the conference, I was given access to Mobile Me and You's social media pages. These graphics were posted to promote the speakers and what they would be talking about during their presentation. The day of the conference, I also posted to the Mobile Me and You social media. I posted updates throughout the day of who was speaking and when. I also posted graphics like these to promote the dates of the conference.
Doing video for Mobile Me and You this year looked a little different than we were hoping for. We had the conference entirely on Zoom so we could be safe and still engage with our learning. We had the conference on Zoom so we could be safe learning. Our team of videographers split up, attending each speaker and recorded that speaker. The weeks after the conference, we divided and conquered the videos, and the videographers spent time creating graphics, lower thirds, and cutting together videos for our audience to go back to watch unless they were unable to attend. This is an example of a speaker spotlight video we made. Each one is a full-length video recap of each presentation with added graphics both at the beginning and the end. We also made a short recap video for the conference using quotes from different presentations. The recap video will be going through some final edits early next semester.
These graphics were also created for the presenters to use as a Zoom background. The client ended up going with the bottom one on the right for the speakers to use. Our graphic designer, Anna, also made these 5 graphics for social media that have different quotes on them from the conference. As you can see, Anna made them to be posted on Instagram so they line up on Mobile Me and You's Instagram page. They'll be going through some minor edits based on the client's request early next semester. Upon evaluation of the conference, we were able to determine that while doing the conference virtually is not the ideal format, it is something that can be done. Going forward in this ever-changing world, it should be included in both Yacht's and Mobile Me and You strategies to have a backup plan for an entirely virtual conference so that there are no Zoom or video errors. It should also be included to ramp up social media even more as the conference gets closer. Up next is the Nebraska Association of Bed and Breakfasts led by Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline Heights, and I'm the account executive working with the Nebraska Association of Bed and Breakfasts. Presenting with me today is one of our brand strategists, Mackenzie Kapperman. Here are the talented members behind this campaign. The Nebraska Association of Bed and Breakfasts came to us in search of a new and fresh branding to attract bed and breakfast partners to join the association as well as travelers. The objective of our campaign is to create a new brand identity for the association to attract new partners and shift their audience toward a younger generation while still maintaining the warm and welcoming feel that bed and breakfasts have. Our goals are to increase membership through in-depth research and provide the organization with guidance on how to best go about gaining membership with this new identity.
For research and planning, we utilized an online survey to gather insights about bed and breakfast customers. With this information, we conducted a situational analysis to better understand the industry and current landscape in Nebraska and developed a creative brief to apply our findings from the research stage into the new branding. Some factors we considered for the design alongside the strategy were the traditional feel of a bed and breakfast, the unique experience that comes with each stay, and its potential to appeal to a wider audience. While designing for Nebraska Association of Bed and Breakfast, our graphic designer considered many different factors. For travelers, it offers a warm, personal experience that can't be found anywhere else. We wanted to make sure these feelings showed through in their new brand design. For us, the challenge was to mix the traditional atmosphere with present design aesthetics. Our focus was on using warmer color palettes with rounder design elements. For implementation, we are in the process of developing a new logo, tagline, and color palette that will eventually be put into the brand guide. In this process, we take into consideration research findings and the overarching objective to create something that maintains the historic bed and breakfast feel with a slightly more modern look to attract the newer generation.
To evaluate our success, we will put the new brand identity into motion and utilize the following key performance indicators: increase in new members within the association, increase of retention of current members within the association, and increased page visits and engagement on the Nebraska Association of Bed and Breakfast website. Next up is Northeast Family Center, led by Michaela.
Hello, my name is Michaela Edstrom, and I am the account executive working for Northeast Family Center. Presenting with me today is our graphic designer, Megan Schulte-Covert. Here are the talented members behind this campaign. The goal was to develop strategies to help Northeast Family Center foster a stronger relationship with the Lincoln community. We used research from the previous semester to plan moving forward. These materials created will be used for proactive customer outreach and current customer retention. Using our research and creating briefs to follow, we developed a social media calendar, branding materials such as a branding guide, and then for the following semester, a letterhead and brochure will be implemented. A public relations plan was drafted to integrate key messaging into all aspects of design and social media.
Last semester at Yacht, we designed a new logo for the Northeast Family Center, and this semester we were able to build out their brand even more with the full brand guide. The brand guide includes logo variation and recommendations for usage, as well as the color palette and typography suggestions. This brand guide will help Northeast Family Center stay consistent in their branding and messaging across all platforms and materials. We also designed a letterhead template for them to use to aid in maintaining that brand consistency. Finally, we designed an on-brand brochure with the goal of informing the Northeast Lincoln community about what the Northeast Family Center has to offer.
To help guide Northeast Family Center's messaging across all channels, we created a PR plan outlining the best way to communicate what Northeast Family Center provides to the community. This plan was also an essential foundation for our social media strategy. To build awareness and reach more of our targeted audience, we created a social media content calendar. Our goals were to highlight their key messages and core beliefs in our social media posts to showcase their inclusive and caring brand personality. To evaluate the work we did for Northeast Family Center, they will be able to record new client increases in the semester following the implementation of the deliverables and compare them to previous years. Northeast Family Center will also be able to see their analytics on Instagram and Facebook. Up next is the client team for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, or Nebraska Medical Center.
Hi, my name is Nora Green. I was the account executive working on the UNMC team this semester. Presenting with me today is one of our videographers, Morgan Pruitt, and our multimedia strategist, Bailey Gunnarsson. We had a large team working with UNMC this semester as we had lots of video work to shoot and edit. Everyone pitched in where they could, and it made it a very collaborative and fun team environment. UNMC has a military-friendly student program for students serving in the military who are also seeking nursing degrees. UNMC partnered with Yacht to help build awareness and create a promotional video campaign for this program across their different campuses.
This semester, we are tasked with 4 multimedia deliverables. This includes 4 videos for the different campuses across Nebraska in Scottsbluff, Norfolk, Kearney, and Lincoln. The purpose of these videos were to demonstrate that you get the same quality education and veteran support at each of the campuses. However, the environment differs. Lincoln video is a longer format, while the other 3 are shorter for social media use. We interview veteran students from the Lincoln and Kearney locations to get genuine insight into the program.
Hi, I am Morgan Pruitt, and today we'll be showing the Scottsbluff campus veteran recruitment video that we did. This semester for the University of Nebraska Medical Center, I was tasked with a variety of videography work, from storyboarding to traveling and editing different videos. Places that I personally got to go to were Scottsbluff and Kearney, but some of our other team went to Lincoln and Norfolk to gather B-roll. We utilized different videography gear to make these fun videos for UNMC, and then my team and I created lower thirds, color correction presets, and gathered important B-roll to set a new standard for future videos at the University of Nebraska Medical Center.
UNMC offers an accelerated program that can help boost veteran students on the right path.
To anybody out there, veteran, military or not, you can do it. It's very difficult, but especially those of you that were in the military, you get through it one way or another, and they make sure you do. And UNMC is the exact same way. You're going to struggle and it's going to be hard, but there's always going to be somebody there to help you make it to the end and to help you get through it, because in the end, that's the goal, is to help you get to where you want to be and to be a great nurse, and you can absolutely do it.
Awesome. Thank you for watching. Up next is Brenda Lee.
Thank you, client teams, for sharing the wonderful work that you have done this semester. I will now talk a little bit about an exciting initiative that we have put in place this semester. Yacht Pro is a professional development series where we invite professionals from various fields as guest speakers at Yacht. This semester, we had the honor to hear from Ashley Essos, Chief Experience Officer and co-owner of CoFOMA, and Makeda Rivas, 2012 CoJMC alumna and contributing editor at Cosmopolitan and Bustle. Thank you so much to our incredible guest speakers for giving us valuable and inspiring insights into the professional field. I will now pass it on to Ilana.
Thank you, Brenda. As we celebrate a wrap of a successful semester of client work here at Yacht, we will now hear from Daniel Arvey and David Ornelas about this semester's diversity and inclusion.
We truly sail towards a brighter future this semester. As we learned in our trainings, it is imperative to do more for diversity and inclusion is a verb. To stay current with today's standards, we conducted trainings to ensure that each individual knows just how to be actionable in their diversity and inclusion efforts. We dissected exactly what inclusivity means. We learned how to advocate for ourselves in the OUCH training and encouraged each other to talk less and to do more. Each Friday, we led culture building activities in our board series. Some of our notable activities were the Identity Wheel and the Inclusion Pedal. Our initiatives were successful. We averaged an 80% attendance rate among all of our initiatives, which is very commendable if you ask me. Yachters took it upon themselves to see the importance of this work and make the effort to be a part. It's completely optional. We believe our efforts internally inspired our fellow yachters to be intentional in making the world a better place.
D&I External held a number of projects this semester. We expanded the existing D&I toolkit currently found on the KOJMC website. In order to focus on inclusion across all demographics, we added content that specifically addressed accessibility and the factors that can affect performance and what we can do to help assist in their success. Along with the updates and additions, we created a small awareness campaign that will be continued in the spring semester by the D&I committee. The Talk Less, Do More campaign is geared towards cultivating conversation into change, by which we mean that true diversity and inclusion means that we cannot be performative when it comes to this issue. We need to create actual change through real actions that are substantive. Also this semester, we were honored to host Makita Rivas in collaboration with First Gen Nebraska for their First Gen Speaker Series as part of First Gen Celebration Week. Dubbed A Conversation with Makita Rivas, the event was live streamed. We sent out press releases as well as social media graphics and video bulletins. As busy as D&I External was, we made sure to have time for fun as well. D&I External held after hours on multiple occasions throughout the fall semester. We had a game night, happy hour night, and while our pumpkin patch trip had to be canceled due to weather, we did visit Cerro Cider as a great alternative. Thank you. Please welcome back Alana Lewis.
Thank you for all of your hard work this semester, Redaniel and David. As we begin to pass the baton, I am extremely excited to announce the incoming Spring 2022 leadership team. Abigail Hornday will serve as Director of Business and Operations, Bailey Gunnarsson as the Director of Multimedia, Reagan Anguano as the Director of Account Strategy, Redaniel Arvey as the Director of Communications, and Jenna Stevens as the Director of Public Relations. The success of this semester would not have been possible without each and every one of you, and we would like to take the time now to say thank you. We will begin by recognizing our graduating seniors. Graduating seniors, displayed on the screen, thank you. It is your hard work and talent that makes Yacht great. Your perseverance and commitment to growth is admirable, and we commend your persistence. You continue to amaze us. We will miss you, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Now to our clients,